After a 6-year absence, Zlatan Ibrahimovic will once again be donning the Swedish shirt. He will be returning to his national side. He announced it on Twitter, saying the return of the God.
Oh.
It's a bit tiring now, isn't it? There you are. Frank, I'm just wondering if you were part of that Swedish team that helped your team qualify for the Euros. Is this something you welcome or feel your nose is put out of joint a little bit?
Well, I guess if you're the striker of Sweden, you're not very happy with the situation, especially if you scored goals and you had a big impact, you know. But Ibra is back, and I mean, how can you deny Ibra? If you're Swedish, everybody's going to be happy. It's why Anderson came to Milan to talk to him. He's a tremendous player, and you cannot deny that he's going to be a plus for your country. If you are just part of the team, of the squad, you're just happy to see Ibra back. I mean, he has an influence in the dressing room, of course on the field, and he has an impact, and he's going to score goals. And I'm very confident that he's going to bring something special to this country.
Shaka, I'm just intrigued by the dynamic of the team. You know, there's a real collective around this Swedish side. You work together to qualify. And then you've got this figure that's coming in who calls himself God, who we know is a bit of a bully. Like, how does that upset the apple cart, if indeed it does?
I think it does. I think if you're sitting in that dressing room, given everything that Sweden have been through in terms of qualifying, and there's no real star, certainly nowhere near the level of Zlatan Ibrahimovic in that dressing room. Yet you go through the qualifiers, you qualify for the Euros, and then Zlatan, 5 years after retiring, announces that he's back. And a phrase that Gab Marcotti likes to use is, Zlatan takes up all the oxygen in the room, and I feel that affects that dressing room. So whereas 99 times out of 100, the best player for your country, in your country's history, coming back in, I think, is welcomed. I think just because of Zlatan's personality and who the rest of the Sweden squad is, I think it has a negative effect. Added to that, Zlatan is 39. After the Euros, in a couple of months, he turns 40. How much longer is he going to be around for? So if you're in that dressing room, you have a player as good as he is, not involved in the qualifiers, comes in, plays in the Euros, and then with every likelihood retires right after. I don't see how you're thrilled about that at all.
Venezuela qualified for the World Cup the first time ever. Now, all of a sudden, I know Sweden have qualified for big tournaments, but all of a sudden, a Zlatan-esque figure joins the squad. Do you welcome this addition, this quality, or do you resent this?
I don't think I resent it so long as this godlike figure that walks into the locker room is actually willing to be part of the group as just one more guy. And that is the part that I doubt, that Zlatan comes in and says, hey, I'm just here to add value. I'm just here to bring my skill set to try to help this team win a game. That's all I'm trying to do, trying to make us better. You know that Zlatan walks in there and it's like, yep, gentlemen, things have changed.
Right.
I am here. God is here. That attitude doesn't add value, that attitude doesn't enhance the team, and that attitude, in fact, I think hinders what has been a team that has become better because of the sum of the parts, not because of the individual.
Am I being harsh here, Frank, in that it just doesn't taste right? I suppose if you're a winner and if you want to win, then it doesn't matter.
I understand what Shaka and Ali express, and I think they're right. But the answer will come very quickly. You know, whether it's wrong or right. You know, if Zlatan comes on and scores, nobody's going to talk about it, and there won't be any debate because he's better than anybody else. He has, of course, a character, and you cannot deny that. And again, if Anderson, you know, it happened to France, and Aimé Jacquet came to see Cantona at Manchester for '98, for the World Cup in '98. He said to Cantona, I need a striker, but you have to know that Zidane and Joker will be playing. Right. So you will have to play as a striker. Do you want to play as a striker? He said no. He didn't go. I think Anderson talked to Zlatan.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, there's no
The
Zidane
discussion was about.
for Sweden.
Yeah, no, but maybe he said, you know what, you will have to play with him and with that, and with him at front, and you will have to make sure that. I don't know if they discussed about that.
Sure.
Or maybe say, no, please come back. You know, we need him. We need you desperately. I don't think he said that because he qualified. So I guess they had an agreement. We don't know the terms of the agreement, but I think he talked to the coach, and they will deal with that. But again, if Zlatan doesn't score the first goal, the second goal, it would be a mistake. If it scores, that would be a solution.
How did that work out in '98, Frank? I forget.
I don't know. I forgot as well.
Every show you crowbar it in somehow.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.